Hello. Welcome to the Mimi Show. Anyway, moving on. Hello, Darcy. Hello, Cece. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Demon Dictator. Hello, Daisy. Yes, we did. We did. Well, I'm out of bread, which is sad because when you run out of bread, that means you need to go to the grocery store and get food, right? When do you know when you need to go to the grocery store? Like, and milk, because between my husband and my daughter, the way they go after the milk is like, it's just the milk is doing it. So I know when we run out of milk, it's time, but we run out of milk every other day, don't we? I'll get 2 gallons, and that milk will be gone in like 2 or 3 days. Gallons of milk. My mom said I need my own cow. That's what, like Daisy said. I need to get my own cow. She has milk this morning. She loves milk. Like the milk is milking it for her. She just loves milk. I tell you. I need to get a cow. I need to get a cow. Moo, moo, and moo. Okay, guys, what's going on with Andrew? I'm concerned about the situation. And Demon Dictator, I don't know when she's coming, but oh, Rocky's upset. Got the whole bed to himself. Rockadoo little. He's upset. We gave him a treat this morning. I guess that wasn't enough. He likes his treats. Oh, guys, it's been so great. Someone over there is crying like a baby. Yep. I just needed to say that. I had to get that out. They're crying like a 2-year-old and acting like a 2-year-old. Very childish behavior. Very 2-year-old behavior. Like when I'm telling on you, it's weird. it's a weird situation. But it is what it is. And you have to know your integrity. You got to know who you are. Because if you don't, other people will try to paint a picture of who you are, and that is not who you are. So you continue to show yourself as that person. No, we're moving on. I want to talk about Andrew. I have a clip. Okay. Yeah, but I'm thinking about forcing myself to eat this jam, because I feel kind of bad telling them that it's nasty again. Let me see if she's posted anything new. Oh my gosh, she's promoting this jam. She should stop doing that. Let me show you guys. She really needs to stop with the jamma scam, okay? Because it's not good. I didn't order chocolate. I do not want to, what I'm trying to say, send it back. I've been sending it back, not sending it back, but complaining. And I just want this strawberry to work so bad for me that I'm willing to get some English muffins and put it on there and see what happens. Because I got to order bread anyway. We're out. And Kara needs some snacks too. Like some other foods. So I got to go grocery shopping after this, guys. But the good news is I get to go on my phone. I don't have to leave the house, which is cool. See how it's time. It is. It's not doing like how I want it to do. So it is what it is. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing well. I really, really do. I'm having a wonderful day. Like, I woke up this morning feeling so great, getting my daughter ready for school and stuff. And I just felt so good about today. She's having a Valentine's party. So I made her these little bags of Valentine's candy in all the little stuff in the bags. And I think I showed you guys this. So we put the bags together. And she's like, Mommy, this is mine for my friends at school. I said, Yes. Do I get one too? I said, Yes. Your teacher will give you one, not mommy, your teacher. She says, Okay. And so today, when she went into the classroom, because I said, Do I need to take these two bags to the front of the office? Listen to my story. And she was like, No, Kara can carry it. And I was like, You sure? She's only 5, you know? So I said, Hold it like this and hold it like that. Hold it tight. And then she let go for some reason. And I was like, No, work with mommy. Because the bell was about to ring. we tend to get there a little too not enough time for like a hiccup. And sometimes me and my husband, we just be moving in the morning. He gets like her water bottle together, and I get her food together. I put on our clothes and stuff. He helps with potty time, and we get the hell out of here. It's minutes. It's anyway, moving on. Not saying too much. But anyway, so today is Valentine's Day for her at school, and I'm really excited for her. And I hope she just brings home a whole bunch of crap, you know, just a whole bunch of candy, a whole bunch of just. I hope the moms went out their way like I did. Jamma scam. Yes, save your money. I'm not buying anything else from her. No, 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 no. No more chocolates. No more. I never bought chocolates. But what I'm saying is I'm not buying any. Hi, Stacy. I don't know. I change my hair color all the time. Yeah, I do. And see, it's time. It's hold on. Hold on. I got a braid out. I'm just gonna cut it. There. There we go. Fixed. She's going to have lots of fun. And I said, Oh, so there's a party, right? So Kara gets out and tells one of the monitor people that monitor her when she goes in to the actual school. She said, It's a party. It's a party. And the teacher said, Oh, it's exchanging Valentines. I said, Well, I kind of told her it was a party. Don't crush our little feelings. Okay, moving on. Let's take a look at Meghan's my little story about a little bit today. I started off with I'm really having a great day. And no, I'm not going to let anyone destroy that for me, because it's just been very stressful lately with all this court stuff and da 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 da. You know, I don't want to do it. Take a look at this. Why is she promoting this jam? Oh, it hurts. It's not good. Oh my God. Now you're making an herbal. She's got a recipe. There she go with those recipes again. This is a whole recipe, guys. Do you see this? This is a whole recipe. What's wrong, Rockadoodle? Not loving my hair. Um, did I remove the person in the thumbnail? I thought I removed it. I thought I removed the thumbnail. Hold on, guys. Look at this. Look at that. No, it should be Andrew. Update your system. I put Andrew in there. Okay. So she's got this recipe. Check this out. As ever, some ubiquitous spritzer. 1 teaspoon is as ever jam of choice. That means you can pick any of those nasty crap-a-doolittles that you want to pick. Okay, it doesn't matter. You can use raspberries or you can use strawberry. Like, honestly, I don't want to use any of this. Is this an idea for me to use it in a spritzer? I don't want a spritzer. Does this spritzer have alcohol in it though? Let's see if it has alcohol in it. If it has alcohol in it, I may consider it. I don't know why I dare myself to try these things. I got to get the dang on tea. I'm not getting the tea. You can kiss my butt. I'm not getting any more of your products, girl. Top it with, as ever, her ubiquitous tea, chilled. Some type of tea that she trying to hawk. Rocky. I don't know what Meghan is thinking, Daisy. When Little Bit brings her treats home, you're gonna partial out candies over time. No, Darcy, it depends on what it is. She likes chocolate. So if it's not chocolate, she really won't eat it. So when she asks for what does she want for her Valentine's, I put M&Ms because it was between Skittles and M&Ms, and I put M&Ms on all of them. So she should at least have 7 bags of M&Ms when she gets home today. I'm guessing. The M&M. I changed the thumbnails, so I changed it, Daisy. I have Andrew up there now. Hi, Polo. So good to see you. Hello, hello, hello. You think you would like her chocolate? But look, she's got a recipe. Guys, what do you think about this recipe of a whole, and then garnish with a mint? Like, this is a spritzer. Oh, club soda. How boring. Yeah, no, I'm going to pass. We are, Polo. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I do. We're having a wonderful day. We're over here talking about Meghan's new recipe. Guys, do you trust it? Did any of you guys want to write it down? Do you guys need the recipe? No? That's funny. Anyway, let's move on. If you guys don't want the recipe, there's actually 2 recipes. There's 2 recipes. Now he's in the kitchen barking at the treat bowl. I have 2. He's in the kitchen now. He went from the bedroom. He's getting closer to me. That's what's going on. Rocky Doolittle's getting closer to me. But what did he want in the bedroom versus what he wants now? He wants a treat. I don't think so. I think he wants attention, maybe. We give him some. He's spoiled rotten. Come to mama. Hello, Demon Dictator. I think you're on mute. Oh, wait. Oh, sorry. Oh, God. I'm sorry. That was me. I'm so sorry.
That's all right. No worries.
Hi, Lisa. Look at this. She's got a recipe.
Oh, that's her jam.
Yes.
A spoonful of her jam with hibiscus tea, chilled hibiscus tea, and then some champagne or club soda. So I can't even speak. Club soda. That's nasty.
It's disgusting.
It is. It's horrid.
Why in the hell would I want a scoop of jelly spread into a spritzer? That don't even sound right.
Horrible. If you want to make it a hibiscus tea, no, if you want it something sweet, do like a cranberry or like a cranberry juice and then add champagne on top of it. But don't put jam or spread. That's awful.
Oh, just don't be trying to hawk both of them. Just work on the tea. She took it too far.
She's trying to sell that stuff, you know. She's got a lot of it. She's got a lot of it. Look at all these amazing things that you can do with my scam jam and scam tea, and it's not having it.
Things. You can't because it tastes disgusting.
No.
It's not great. It's bitter. It's wrong.
Strawberry fizz. Add 1 tablespoon of strawberry scam jam to coupe, top with champagne or sparkling cider and stir. No, no, no.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, no worries.
Rocky.
That's awful. That's so nasty. But that's scam jam in alcohol. Am I muted? Letitia's muted. Can you hear me? Yeah, I'm on. Okay, perfect. She just got to sort a little rock-a-doodle. Thank you, everybody.
All right. Sorry about that. Yeah, I can hear you. Okay. Yeah, so look at here. You get a whole meal deal, a whole spritzer out of this. I just wonder who's going to be making it. And then, oh my God, Meghan is desperate.
Hey, Rock-a-Doodle. What's up, little buddy?
Say hello.
Little Rock-a-Doodle. Hey, little beautiful boy. Hey, Rock-a-Doodle. Oh, Daisy, Meghan making cocktails now. She's trying. You can't knock her for trying, but
yeah,
it's not. That's not going to work. Nobody's looking at that thinking, "Oh, I'll try that."
Yeah, I'm gonna order it and try it because that's the thing to get right there. No, no one's doing that. I don't even want to do it, and I have it.
I was going to say you should try it, but it'll just be a waste of champagne.
Yeah,
it'll just be a waste.
Yeah, I'm gonna end up spitting it out and throwing it away. It's weird.
No, that'd be so sweet with the sugar. I mean, champagne is sweet enough. With the scam jam, that's going to be even more sweet. And the hibiscus tea, that'd be too much.
It's too much. It's too many. It's too much going on. Too many flavors. Too much. Like tea.
A lot of sweet things going on at the same time.
My family.
There's too much sweet things going on at the same time. It would clash together, I think.
Yeah, I do too. And I think the jam just does it for me. Like, yeah, like it just doesn't make sense. The jam being in some tea and liquid.
And champagne on top, no.
And watering it down for something. Is she at home experimenting?
I know. I don't think she's probably just trying to look at God. She's just clutching at straws now, trying to find anything.
Wow.
Might be experimenting with alcohol, but that may be a different thing.
And then she's got mint too. Don't forget the mint.
Oh, she puts mints off. Thank God she doesn't put flour sprinkles on there. She put a bit of mint, but thank God the flour sprinkles. She left those alone for the time being.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Hello, Michelle E. Mm. All right. So here's the recipe if anybody wants it. Just FYI. And that's it. Oh, she's making it. Get the.
There we go.
Oh my God. Who knew she was making it? Put a one in the chat. I had
Yeah, we
no
did.
idea.
Yeah,
Then it
we
was
did this
going
on
really fast.
Yeah, we did it on Heather's channel the other day. We watched it
Oh,
as she
really?
made it. Yeah, as she was
I am
making it.
so behind. I had no idea she was making it.
Right. Right, are you ready, everyone? Let's watch. So we know what to
Ew!
do.
Look
So
at
we
it in
know
the
what to do.
look at it in the cup. That is nasty.
A splodge of scam jam.
What's this red stuff?
That's a hibiscus tea. It's red.
Oh. That's the tea. It's red.
Red, yeah.
Have you
Hibiscus
ever
tea.
had it before?
Yeah, I have a lot of herbal teas. Because
Okay.
I used to have an addiction to caffeine, so I had to swap the caffeine for herbal teas to try and stay calm.
Oh. I think that's what's going on with me and my coffee now.
Yeah. I used to drink way too much caffeine, way too much cups of tea, and I used to get hyper on caffeine. And a couple of my managers have told me you got to calm down drinking. You drink too much caffeine.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Let's see what Darcy is saying. Letitia, Mimi is trying to get rid of her horrible jam. She is. It's disgusting.
She's
It's
just
not
coming up
good.
with this is desperation now, trying to
This is
look what you can do with
desperation
it.
at its best.
Look what you can do with my jam. Look at all these useful things that you can do with it. You can make cocktails with it.
Wow. Oh, look at the bottom. The jam is down there.
It's all going to be on the bottom, yeah.
It's still floating. That is disgusting.
You can make some scam cocktails.
Oh, Megan. Oh, God. You have stooped. She's gone really. This is bad. This is really cheesy and bad for me. She is desperate. This all she got. This is her baby.
Yeah.
She really think that it's successful.
Yeah, and be careful because we got the marmalade cocktail coming soon, and the strawberry cocktail coming soon. She's working on it right now in her kitchen. The marmalade cocktail.
Yep, she's gonna have some kind of orange herbal tea. It's gonna be orange. It's gonna go with the orange feel. It's gonna be too orangey to even drink. I bet this is so nasty.
I bet it is. It just,
girl, you need. Oh, this is something else.
That'd be so sweet, so sweet.
Wow. All right, guys, we are going to. Lisa said, I think I'll pass on the jam tea cocktail.
Scammer cocktail. It's what it's called. Scammer cocktail.
Scammer cocktail. Don't add milk cream to a. Oh, yeah, I would think not pickles. Yeah, she mixes the jam with the tea, Lisa. I'm going backwards. Sorry. Hello to in the news. And if, Lisa, if I didn't say hello to you, hello. Okay. I have some videos, guys, that we're going to take a look at. And I want to thank Demon Dictator for joining me. This is way cool. Okay. I've been watching all kinds of crazy stuff. You can tell by my feed. Oh. Oh, well, maybe I'll come back up. Sorry, here we go. Where are we?
Don't worry.
Meghan and Harry. Okay. I put Andrew first. Oh my God. Did you hear about what's going on with Nancy?
Yeah. That's horrid. My heart breaks for her and her family. It really does.
What's been going on lately? Like, they had someone, a suspect in custody.
Yeah.
Guys, did you hear about? Okay, I know I'm late.
I think they let them go. But they had
okay.
to
So
they let them go. I think they're still at square one again.
They went right back to the doorbell. Right back.
I watched one today with Maureen O'Callaghan, who is the woman. I've got it. I was watching it today. One of the women on the crime channels. She does a lot with the behaviour panel. That's why I watched her before, and she came up with. Mm-hmm. And she came up with some really good evidence, and she got ripped apart for it. And it turned out that it may be true, and she got told off because she was revealing too much.
Oh wow!
And, I watched it, but I was doing cooking today, so I wasn't paying a lot of attention. But she got into trouble, but she was telling the truth. I'm going to send it to you. Hold on.
Okay.
Because it's Maureen O'Callaghan. You don't get hit. You don't get hit with Maureen O'Callaghan.
No. Let's look at this. Have you guys seen this?
Yeah, with the intruders, it's horrid.
Okay, you saw it. Okay. It's only a 5-minute video.
Okay, I'm outside the house that is now
That's
being
the
searched
mother.
where this
mother's house.
Suspects.
I think it's her son. That woman, mm-hmm. It's her son or somebody who was taken in as a suspect.
That's her son.
Yeah, I think he was the son son or son-in-law was taken in as a suspect, but I think he's now been released.
Subject lived.
Okay, he's been released.
There was a traffic stop close by. This is the subject being questioned in the Nancy Guthrie investigation. This is Josephina. Yes. This is her house, and the subject is her son-in-law.
Yeah. Son-in-law.
Right? Tell me how this happened.
That's what
Where
he
was
said.
he when he was detained?
My daughter and him and the kids, my grandkids, were doing DoorDash when they got stopped here. And,
they were doing DoorDash.
I don't know what kind of questions they asked them. But when we got home, I wasn't at home. When we got home, we found out that they took my son out.
Put one in the chat if you guys want me to.
They busted the doors from my house. They went inside and took my son to the living room and had him handcuffed and then got him outside. That's when the time that we got home. And we asked what was going on, and they couldn't say anything. And they said, and I asked him to have a search warrant to go in my house. And they said, we don't need a search warrant. We could go do that if we want to. So I told them, I think you need a search warrant. Why did you break my door? You took my son the wrong way. I mean, you hurt him. His wrists were with the handcuffs.
Let me ask you, were you familiar with the Nancy Guthrie case? Had you seen that she was missing?
I saw it on Facebook, but since I don't know her, I didn't read what was going on.
Did they take electronic devices at all? Did they take your phone?
I don't have anything. They took my phone. They took my phone, my husband's phone, my daughter's phone, my grandkids' phone and my son-in-law's phone.
Let me show you these pictures really quick, Josefina, of just give me a second, I gotta pull them up on my phone. These are the pictures from outside Nancy Guthrie's house. This is who they're looking for. Does this, and do the eyes look
I'll put
like
it in
your
the private
son-in-law?
chat.
No, not
Say
at
it.
all.
Do you see the
Okay.
mouth?
Yeah, no, he doesn't look that out.
Brian, can you ask what her son-in-law's
what's
name
his
is?
name?
It's Carlos. Carlos Palazuelos.
Sorry, what's his name?
Carlos.
Carlos.
Yes.
And what's his last name?
Palazuelos.
Okay.
And yeah, so.
And does he work in Tucson? Would he ever be in Tucson?
He's in Tucson all week. He works delivering boxes for like UPS, and he works with a company. And I told him you can call the company that he works there and verify that he's working. And
is your daughter also detained?
No, they just let my daughter and my grandkids go.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you, Josefina.
Yeah.
So that's sort of the latest here, Jesse. They took her phone too,
Yeah,
her husband's phone,
and
her daughter's phone, and obviously her son-in-law's phone, and they are searching her house right now. So this is sort of an unfolding situation.
And I'll get into this with Arthur, the fact that they didn't have a search warrant according to her. Do you know where Carlos is right now, Brian?
Carlos.
Do we know where Carlos is right now?
No, I don't know.
Yeah, they released him, didn't they?
Yeah,
no.
they took my phone. I can't reach with nobody.
That's
we
the
think he's being
mother-in-law,
questioned.
son-in-law.
Yeah, they already asked us a lot of questions about him.
Okay.
We told, like I said, I have nothing
You
to
guys
hide. You
know,
can go in
you've
my house.
seen it.
You can search anything you want. There's nothing to hide. I don't know the lady. I don't know about the lady. I saw her on Facebook, but like I told you.
Was he ever violent? Any violence with Carlos?
No, he's a good guy.
Criminal history that you know of?
None of it.
No. Okay.
Is he from Tucson?
This is about to end. It was only a few minutes. Michelle says, not sure about up to the minute. The latest that I heard is about gloves being found. Wow.
Yeah, they took him in, but they've released him. As far as I'm aware, they released him. That guy, her son-in-law.
Yeah, released him.
Brian,
that's sort of the situation. She's obviously in shock. Yeah.
Did you show her photos of the person
I
outside
know,
of Nancy Guthrie's house?
Darcy.
The images, the mask, the backpack. Did she identify any of those items of clothing? And nothing. She doesn't see anything in that.
I did, and let me show you again. Have you seen these photos?
Yeah, the detective showed it to me.
Yeah, it is.
And the backpack.
Scary, aren't they?
He doesn't have a backpack. He doesn't wear backpacks. He doesn't like either that. Gloves or something like that. I don't know what they're
gloves.
It sure is a whodunit. Who did it? What happened? What's going on? I haven't been following the case, but it's certainly a whodunit mystery. I agree with you. It's bizarre. A black glove found about 1 mile from Nancy's house, sent to a lab.
Well, it's OJ did it then, didn't he?
Okay.
OJ's there. He's come back from the dead.
Glove. I'm I'm dipping now, sending blessings to Lady Letitia in chat.
Bye, Darcy.
Thank you. Bye, Darcy.
See the boots?
Yeah.
Let me get you a closer picture. You see this here? Look at the look at the eyebrows. The eyebrows are very specific. You see how they're very manicured?
No, that's not him. Nope.
What is he doing? He just looks weird. Wow.
It's scary. Could you imagine being at home and your doorbell rings and you see that? I'd just have a heart attack on the floor. I would just have a heart attack. Bless her soul. She had a bad heart. That might have been what happened. God bless her soul.
Yeah.
That would scare the crap out of me. That really would.
Yeah, it would. Me too. Me too.
Okay.
I can show you. Like I told you, if I had my phone, I would show you a picture of it.
Okay.
I can show you.
Yeah, she wants to show me a picture, but she doesn't have her phone. But she seems very sure. I mean, it's hard to tell with the mask, but but we've said if you knew the person, you would be able to recognize them.
But Brian, if you don't mind asking her, does she know where he was January 31st, February 1st?
Do you know where he was January 31st? You know when this happened? It would have been last.
What a question to ask somebody, you know?
Exactly,
Like he wants the timeline and stuff. Like he's digging.
but they're putting her in under such pressure, and she could put herself in trouble or her son-in-law in trouble because they're bombarding her with questions, and it's not fair.
It's not. And you can tell by the journalist that's asking the questions, he ain't sure if he should ask or not. He hesitated.
Yeah, just leave her be, for God's sake.
He hesitated, like, oh, okay.
Do you know where he was January 31st? You know when this
Just keep
happened?
asking
It would have
her.
been last Saturday night.
Yeah.
He works from Monday through Friday. He's home Friday. He stays home Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Goes back to work on Monday. So on the weekends, he stays at my house. He doesn't go nowhere. He stays with.
So was he at your house?
Yeah,
last
he
Saturday?
was. Yeah, he was here at my
Are
house.
you positive?
Yeah, I'm positive. He was here at my house.
Oh
Because this
God, are
happened-
you
this would have-
sure?
Are you sure he was there with you that night?
Are you sure?
She's being interrogated by the police.
She's been interrogated by the reporters. She's been interrogated by the reporters. Are you sure? What did he have to eat for dinner? What did he have to eat for dinner? What time did he go to bed? What was he watching on TV? That's bad.
Yes. Are you sure he was on the couch that night at 7:05?
Yeah. What was he wearing? What was he wearing? Are you sure? Are you positive? What did he have for his dinner? Are you sure?
Back up.
That's bad. Poor woman. I'm dressed like that.
Yeah, that was bad. Put her on the spot like that. And look, the one behind the counter, the one that's telling him to ask these questions, he's no better.
No. She should just walked off.
Isabella. Hello, my friend Letitia and dictators. Listening here, such a sad case. I'm in the hospital again, but everything's okay. Nothing to worry about. I enjoy listening you guys praying for Nancy. Oh, I'm sorry that you're back in the hospital.
Oh, take care, Isabella. Take care of yourself, Isabella. I wish you well.
Sorry. Yeah, take care of yourself, sweetheart. It's so good to see you, though.
As long as we make you laugh, that'd be okay.
He has eyebrows thin like a woman. Ooh.
Yes,
and he was
very
moving
much
like a woman too. Kind of,
exactly. When this came up, everyone went, "Oh, that was a woman," and they all said, "Oh, it's a sister," because it looks like her. But they all said that's a woman. They all said it looked like the sister, but now they said, "Well, it's a man." But he's got very manicured eyebrows for a man.
Wow.
I thought that was the sister. I did. I looked at it and I thought, is that the sister?
Oh.
Because she looks like.
We still on the sister train?
Yeah, people still are.
Okay. I'm just checking. Hold on, guys. This is the. Hello. Hold on. Okay, I'm sorry. Yes. Okay. Okay. No, I don't have any concerns. Yes, that's fine. Okay, thanks. Bye-bye. Oh my God, I gotta pay them people. I owe them. I do. I'm like, ooh. Yeah, I need to pay the pest control people. What the hell? I got suckered into that.
Oh, pesky pets.
My husband's laughing. They do a good job, though. I haven't been seeing a lot of bugs, babe. Yeah. No, those bugs.
Well, it's the winter. It's the
Okay.
winter. It's too cold.
Okay.
Frozen today.
Okay. Okay. All right. Let's finish this up.
Happened late Saturday and early into Sunday morning, like around 2 a.m.
Oh
on
no,
Sunday.
he's always here for his kids on the weekend.
Could he have left in the night?
Oh no.
No.
No, look at this poor
He has a
woman.
van that work. He uses the van that
He's
sit
still
outside.
interrogating
It's a
her.
van. It's broken.
Yes.
And that work. He uses the van that sit outside.
He's
His kids
still
on the weekend.
Could
interrogating
he have
her.
left in the night?
Look at the guy. Look at the instantaneous. You think it's a woman. Oh, you can't see it.
Then look at the way he says he was with you. You were with him. You sure?
I
And
know.
then-
It's horrid.
Dang.
What are you doing?
I didn't notice it until now. This is really creepy. This is not good. I
Look at the. See, look at that. Look at the one on the end. It looks like a woman.
They are.
It looks like a woman. Everyone, that's a woman. That's a woman. And straight away they went to the sister, but it turns out it's a man.
Okay. Wow.
Monday. So on the weekends he stays at my house. He doesn't go nowhere. He stays wherever.
So was he at your house?
Yeah,
last
he
Saturday?
was. Yeah, he was here at my
Are
house.
you positive?
Yeah, I'm positive he was here at my house.
Because this would have happened late Saturday and early into Sunday morning, like around 2 a.m.
Oh
on
no,
Sunday.
he's always here for his kids on the weekend.
Could he have left in the night?
Oh no.
No.
I'm pretty sure. He has his van that work. He uses the van that sit outside.
A van.
A van. It's broken. It's not working.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our new.
Wow.
That's bad, isn't it? I mean,
He was interrogating her all the way through. Like, wow. Now, what is going on with Andrew?
it's getting worse by day. Day by day, it's getting worse for him.
Oh, Andrew. You are do I have Andrew today? I don't see Andrew. Let me just see if there's an update on Andrew. They put in yeah.
There is one, if you want to play it.
You sent it? Oh, another one?
I saw it today.
The one you just sent me?
That was the one I just sent you was the one on Nancy. But I'm trying to, there was one I saw quickly. Dan Wootton, which looks a bit nasty. Here, I'll send it to you. About some bodies being buried.
Oh my God.
Oh, I can't come out of it. Go into Dan Wootton.
Okay, let me go to Dan Wootton, but check this out real quick.
Yeah. Yeah, it's lovely to see you,
which covers
Isabella.
Windsor, says it is making progress as quickly as possible. And Neil is here to talk us through all this.
Sweetheart.
Thames Valley Police, as you say, they're looking at whether there is a case for misconduct in public office here, and they've spoken to specialist prosecutors at the Crown Prosecution Service, they revealed today. Now, Tom, this is part of an ongoing assessment into allegations that Andrew Mountbatten Windsor shared confidential reports as the UK's trade envoy with Jeffrey Epstein. There are new documents apparently sent by Andrew to Epstein, which have emerged from December 2010 when he was a trade envoy. Now, these documents include what Andrew tells Epstein is a confidential brief produced by UK officials on investment opportunities in Helmand in Afghanistan. It talks of high-value mineral deposits such as marble, gold, uranium, and possible oil and gas. Meanwhile, the former Prime Minister, Gordon Brown, is calling for a full police investigation into Epstein's enablers here He claims the Metropolitan Police have questions to answer over failures to investigate those named in the files. He calls for Andrew Mountbatten Windsor to be interviewed over Epstein flights from Stansted Airport. Now, Andrew has previously strongly denied any wrongdoing and any suggestion that he used his time as trade envoy to further his own interests.
Okay. Away from the Andrew allegations, Prince William's charity, Earthshot, has now been reported to the Charity Commission by Republic, of course.
What?
The anti-monarchy group. Why?
Well, the Prince of Wales, as you say, has ended his visit to Saudi Arabia today. Tonight, the Earthshot charity has been reported
he in Saudi
to the Charity
Arabia.
Commission by the anti.
Yeah, look at our prince, our king. He all are in Saudi Arabia. Okay, yeah. That's impressive. The honeypots. Debbie, what's the honeypots? Yeah, Lisa.
Oh, it's when they put in girls. They specifically find beautiful girls or young girls to trap princes and powerful men. So they're saying Meghan Markle was a honeypot. The Mette Mari of Norway, who her son is now he's in court now being tried for SA. They're saying she was a honeypot. The one Sweden, his wife was a honeypot. So yeah, so they were women who are specifically sent in to trap wealthy, powerful men.
What? Wow.
But if Meghan Markle was a honeypot, please, come on. Come on.
That's a stretch, isn't it?
Well, she failed at that too, if that's the case. She failed at that as well.
Monarchy group Republic, the chairman and chief executive of DP World, that's a founding partner of Earthshot, which has donated £1 million to them, is under pressure after disturbing allegations over ties to Epstein. There's been no response from Earthshot or Kensington Palace so far. There is no suggestion that
they messing with the royal business. This is seeping into some stuff, isn't it? They're concerned about his ties with Epstein.
William was aware of these links.
Huh?
At this point, everybody's been linked with Epstein.
Yeah.
You know?
But Tom, how does he choose to respond? The fallout from these files continues.
Now, the way the Epstein files have been released in the United States has had a devastating effect on some of his victims, particularly those who found their names, emails, and even photos had been made public. Unlike here, there hasn't been the seismic effect on politicians. But today, President Trump's Attorney General, Pam Bondi, got a going over from Democrat politicians. They were asking her to explain why perpetrators' names have been painted out. She took a leaf out of the Trump playbook, giving as good as she got, though she did rather lose her cool.
Oh,
the earth is shaking.
Even before the hearing began, the stage was set for confrontation.
And we are all going to get in her face and grill her.
You're running a massive Epstein cover-up right out of the Department of Justice.
Inside, members of
it's moved into the political arena. Look at this. My husband was telling me about this the other night.
I was watching this.
Combative.
Yeah, I was watching some of this today.
Yeah, they are on her. Why are they upset? Because she ain't releasing the files?
Yeah, they were criticizing her, but she came back at most of them with their own dirty laundry. So, you know, don't throw stones if you...
Well, bring it all out on the table. Wow, this thing is getting heated.
It was.
Tune in News said, I watched a live this morning. Oh, Daisy said, I feel sorry for Prince William. I bet he is so embarrassed. He probably is, but
he is. He's got a lot of mess to clean up. he's really got a big job to sort this monarchy out and put it back together again.
And it's hard to do that, to fix your reputation after such a scandal. This is more than a scandal. Does he need to come in the house? The spray guy, the spray technician. Yeah, why he needs to come in? Right, he's good. This guy should have been locked up years ago. He always been creepy. Yeah?
Yeah, I agree.
Politics and power.
Of course.
Ooh. Follow the money.
3 of the biggest things: sex, money, and power. They are always about them.
Wow.
Congress set the tone for a bruising encounter.
You're siding with the perpetrators and you're ignoring the victims.
Attorney General Pam Bondi.
Ooh, ouch. Ooh, she got a whooping there. She got a spanking. Girl, you are siding with the perpetrators? Attorney General. Wow, the Attorney General is getting a spanking.
Here to face criticism for her handling of the Epstein files, in which perpetrators of abuse were redacted and often victims were not.
I loved the torture video.
The contrast graphically illustrated the mood increasingly combative.
Chairman,
Why?
I have asked.
Didn't she ask Merrick Garland this?
I am
Twice
reclaiming
when he
my
sat in
time,
my
and
chair.
when I
will
reclaim my
continue.
time.
Why are you trying to deflect? I hate when something is up when you try to change the subject. That's what chick was doing yesterday, changing the subject. We came right back to the same situation. Moving on.
Mr. Chairman, the gentlelady has reclaimed her
I'm not going
time.
to get in the gutter for her theatrics.
To the survivors in the room.
Sitting directly behind Pam Bondi, several survivors, not given the right to speak, but still capable of showing their contempt for the way Trump's Department of Justice has treated them.
Please raise your hands if you have still not been able to meet with this Department of Justice.
Wow.
There was no apology from America's most senior law official, neither was there even an acknowledgement of the...
Wow, how cocky is she? No accountability, no remorse, no nothing. She didn't even turn around and look at them. She's not even giving them humanity. Did she? She's supposed to be the Attorney General.
Yeah. I mean, it's still an ongoing thing. So again, if it's still ongoing investigations and things, she can't really speak. There's not much she can do. She can't jeopardize any investigation.
They can do stuff.
Of course. I mean, I don't. Again, I'm just playing devil's advocate because I don't know. Yes, of course you can speak to them, but it depends on what is going on behind the scenes. It doesn't. I know about investigations and things like this, and it's a very hard thing to do when you can't say certain things, but you've got to. If you're in the workplace and you've got a big investigation going on, you've got to carry on as normal. And people are sitting there going, why are you not doing anything? Why is this person allowed to get away with it? When in fact, there may be a massive investigation and that person is going to be slowly taken down. You've just got to carry on as normal. So sometimes their hands are tied for a little bit. I'm just playing devil's advocate here.
Yeah. No, it's not that many victims behind her that she keeps putting them off.
Yeah. Maybe in a couple of years when they're a bit further along the investigation.
Years.
Well, no, I'm just saying, these things are huge. This Epstein thing is massive. It goes back years and years and years. And maybe one day these witnesses may be called to give evidence at a later date. You just don't know. It's
That's
not
true.
These things are not easy when they're being worked through, you know. Yeah, but Lisa,
I'm confused on why they can release Andrew's information, but they're not releasing everybody's information.
Again, it depends what's going on behind the scenes. I mean, Andrew was taken down by Andrew Lowney. He was the reporter in his book entitled. That's what took him down, sealed his fate.
She wouldn't go before Congress and ask questions she can't answer. Lisa.
That's not true. I remember when Donald Trump got he was nearly shot. He was shot, wasn't he? But and the head of the Secret Service or somebody had to come before Congress, and they've had the head of the FBI before Congress, and they can't answer questions. I think these things in front of Congress are just a power play. They know full well.
It's her job though. This is her job.
Yeah, but
making excuses for her and what she's supposed to be taking care of.
Yeah, but again, she's in a difficult. She can't release confidential information. They had the head of the FBI in there. They had the head of the Secret Service when Donald Trump, and they're all screaming at them, and they're all sitting there going, "I can't answer the question. I can't answer the question. What can you do?"
Right, and I wouldn't want my name redacted if I was a victim. Keep it out there. Yep, and I would probably be on every news outlet. This is what happened. Trying to anyway. These women got a story to tell. Isn't it good to hear from Isabella?
Yeah, bless her. I hope she's doing okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how I feel about it.
Survivors behind her. Instead,
Chairman Jordan, I'm not going to get in the gutter with these people.
more verbal combat with few answers.
I'm not going to get in the gutter with these people. She's talking about the staff.
More verbal combat with few answers.
Excuse me, I'm going to answer the question.
Answer my question.
No, I'm going to answer the question the way I want to answer the question.
No, and I told you about that, Attorney General, before you started.
You don't tell me.
Yeah, I did tell you because we saw what you did in the Senate.
A lawyer, not even a lawyer.
Committee will be in order.
This isn't a circus. This is a hearing.
With her back against the wall, Pam Bondi reached for a familiar refrain.
This guy has Trump derangement syndrome. The Dow is over 50,000.
Incredibly, in a hearing about sexual abuse, she suggested members should focus on the US economy.
Americans' 401ks and retirement savings are booming.
Is Julie. I just want to be clear.
So you want to go there, Attorney General?
The attacks grew ever more personal.
Trump's name appears more times.
Oh, she snapped. They don't like her. They don't like her. She is not doing her job. She's making excuses. I'm talking about the economy that is not doing all that well.
Thank you, Debbie. That's exactly what I'm saying. It's not her job or any other to answer questions that jeopardize the case. Exactly. That's exactly what I said. They can throw everything.
Questions aren't jeopardizing the case.
They may be.
That's an excuse. That's what.
No, it's not an excuse. It's not an excuse at all.
It is too. You can make excuses for things and to explain it away, so you won't have to answer it. That's what I believe she's doing. She wants to talk about other stuff. She wants to talk about what she wants to talk about.
Yeah.
But that ain't what the hearing is about.
Yeah, she's not handled this very well. She hasn't. She's panicking. And
right. Sorry about that, sweetheart. You were saying?
No. I no, it's fine.
Okay.
Files, then God's name appears in the book about God.
convict some of these perpetrators that rape these women that are sitting behind you, that you refuse to even acknowledge they are here.
You're one of the worst.
I gotta give her that. She didn't even acknowledge that they were there. I would at least turned around and, turn back around.
Well, what does she want her to acknowledge? Does she want her to walk over there and
acknowledge that they're there instead of pretending like they're not?
But what do they want her to do? What did she look over there and
out of respect?
How do you, I
just out of respect?
I think some of these
should have done it.
I don't know what they expected her to do.
That's my point of view on it. Out of respect, she should acknowledge that they were even there. And say, listen, I'm sorry I know we have victims in here, but some of the questions you're asking me, I can't answer. That's a response. But avoiding a question and evading the question and all that and pretending you don't have no control over it, it's kind of, you're attorney general.
First attorney generals in our history.
The responses ever more florid.
Don't you ever accuse me of a crime.
I believe you just lied under oath.
When she refused to even look at the survivors behind her, what were you thinking?
I really couldn't believe it. Just on a human.
The press even noticed it. This is a press person that noticed that how she treated them. It's interesting.
Human level, I thought that I was prepared for anything, and I was certainly prepared for that. But I thought that she would take the opportunity to turn around to the survivors who were right there and say to them,
I haven't even seen this video.
I'm sorry.
Well, this hearing has created a lot of heat and light, but very little clarity for the survivors about how the Department of Justice so mishandled these files.
It's incredibly disappointing to hear our own DOJ won't protect victims or survivors. So we're really disappointed in this.
It's an embarrassment to our country that she can't even acknowledge that.
They're saying this on.
Oh my God. We were sitting there.
Chairman, she's embarrassing you.
Survivors felt instead of being treated with dignity and respect today by Pam Bondi, they were simply ignored.
Dan, I don't think I've ever seen anything like that. To describe it as unedifying really wouldn't quite capture it, would it?
Well, it was absolutely extraordinary scenes, Tom, and you could see all the way through Pam Bondi desperately trying to change the narrative, to try and steer the conversation back to pretty much anything but Epstein, the economy or immigration, but she kept on being brought back to this issue. And these questions persist, and the kind of this scandal, the kind of whiff of this scandal just cannot be shaken off by this administration. And I think that's because, firstly, there are 2.5 million files which still have not been released. Secondly, we know that Donald Trump's name is in it, not just thousands of times, but as was alluded to there, up to 1 million times, according to some reports. And thirdly, a lot of Donald Trump's friends and associates and political comrades are in the files as well, including his own Commerce Secretary, Howard Lutnick, who is now being...
Sorry?
It's what, the Dan Wootton one? It's got bodies being buried, yeah.
Okay, let me make sure I have that. We're moving on, guys. Right here, okay.
2 girls who may have been killed in rough sex buried on a golf course. I understand, police.
Hang on, guys.
The FBI about a story connected.
Trigger warning.
Another.
Trigger warning. Trigger warning.
One disaster after another. Yeah, we are talking about the Epstein files, and it's almost worse than when we were talking about the Diddy's. Remember the Diddy one?
Yeah.
And it was hard to talk about it without talking about SEX.
With Prince Andrew, there's bodies being found on royal estates.
This is Andrew comforting Eugenie with Beatrice by his side.
His hand. Oh.
Uh-oh.
And just look at the hand. Look at the hand. Reports of
What
deaths
happened with
from
the
rough
hand?
sex.
Take Isabella's thingy off.
Okay.
It's in the way. Trigger warning. Trigger warning. Talks of bodies and sex and things.
Rough sex, of bodies being buried at royal estates, and of the British police now in communication with the FBI over Andrew Mountbatten Windsor.
Oh, shooky now. He in some trouble. Guys, what is really going on?
It's nasty. It's getting nasty now.
Yes, it is. It is nasty.
Are the new Epstein revelations all legit? Or are you one of these royalists who feel that actually there is now an overwhelming attempt to undermine the British royal family and force King Charles into a new abdication crisis? Well, according to our friend Shooter Scoop, that's Rob Shooter, despite his public proclamation, King Charles still doesn't want Andrew giving evidence to the cops. Insiders telling him it is only Prince William who actually wants to see his uncle facing justice. Here's the report. Sources tell Naughty But Nice that the British royal family is not prepared to hand over Prince Andrew to police scrutiny, and behind the palace walls, protection remains firmly in place. Thus, still circling the wagons, one insider reveals, no one wants Andrew questioned. The instinct is still to protect. According to sources, Charles III, along with Princess Anne and Prince Edward, are all said to be...
What? They don't want him to talk because they need to protect the king, and Princess Anne and Andrew are all said to be soft on their brother, favoring quiet containment over confrontation. Wow.
Well, that's just someone's opinion. That's not the truth. That's not from the words of the royal family.
It sure isn't, because I just heard them say that they're going to cooperate with investigations to the fully.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Yes, I did. There's no way, if this turns out to be really bad, they're going to hand him over. They're not going to cover it up. If they did, that would be the end of the royal family completely.
Exactly.
That would be harboring a fugitive, harboring someone against the law. No one is above the law.
No one is above the law. No one is. That is so true, Demon Dictator.
Soft on their brother, favoring quiet containment over confrontation. They want this managed privately, a source explains, handled internally, kept away from authorities. But there is one notable exception. As I've been reporting for some time, Prince William, the only senior royal pushing back, insisting that Andrew's ongoing presence and protection continues to damage the monarchy. William thinks Andrew is radioactive, an insider says bluntly, and that shielding him makes the whole family look complicit. Behind the scenes, the divide growing stronger. This is a generational split. One source notes William understands public accountability. The others still believe in royal immunity.
Ooh.
Now, there's not going to be immunity for much longer if any of Andrew Lowney's new claims on the Mike Graham show start to be taken seriously by authorities. Watch.
Stories of for example, two girls who may have been killed in rough sex, buried on a golf course. I understand Surrey police have approached the FBI about a story connected with Prince Andrew. There's bodies being found on royal estates. So this is getting darker and darker.
royal YouTube sensation P. Diner is with me now. Where do you stand on this one? Do you think that now these rumors are almost so out of control and that they are being used specifically to try and undermine the British royal family, to try and force King Charles into an abdication and to get William on the...
No, he's taking it way too far, isn't he? No?
Who? Andrew?
Wouldn't. Nobody's going to abdicate the throne.
Of course not. He's a bit sensationalist, Dan. He goes to those places that not a lot of people go to, which is good. But he can be a little bit sensationalist in his reporting, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
Throne earlier, or actually, does William just have to say, look, Andrew, you're going to have to face justice here. All of these claims need to be investigated. I mean, the idea that there could be dead bodies on royal estates, P. Diner, takes this to a whole new level, potentially. We are on a mission to 700,000 subscribers. So I need you to do something for me right now. It is free.
I'm
It is
hoping
easy.
for you,
It is
Dan.
simple. Just hit that
Hit the
subscribe
like
button
button.
on YouTube. That's because over 50% of you watching this video have.
And I remember looking at that email that he was referencing. I saw it a couple of days ago, and I was just in complete shock.
I love her
think
hair.
This is a situation where it's just not only the monarchy,
She's just
but
letting it grow,
people
letting
in
the gray
power
come out.
in Britain, here in the
That's
States.
pretty.
You know, there's a lot of consequences coming to a lot of different people. And I think the monarchy is no exception to that. And there needs to be something more done about it. I think Prince William and the King, I know it may be difficult for the King, especially to have his brother be accountable and to, you know, face perhaps questions by our government, but at this point, more needs to be done. I don't think just putting out a statement that you're with the victims is enough. This is something that is going to continue. It's been going on for years, and it's like a cancer. You're not going to get rid of this. This is spreading. It has its own legs, this story, and there is a lot of people that are affected by it. And I don't think the normal way of how the palace does things is going to make this go away. It is quite tragic. And I think at this point, the King has his illness to deal with. His closeness to his brother is not putting him in a good light, considering these
Maxine,
allegations.
a little much.
And William, I think, needs to start taking more of a front role to the monarchy, and the King needs to somewhat, I think, step back and focus on his health. This can't be good for his health at all. But he needs to be more accountable. I know that's what's being said here. There's a lot of people. There's a movement that is happening here around even King Charles coming to the States later this year for our 250-year anniversary. So they're even warning him not to come.
Why?
That they are going to be putting out a big campaign against the King if he decides to visit President Trump here in the States. So it's only going to get worse.
But what did he expect him to do? I don't understand. I respect P. Diner and I respect Dan Wood and I respect everyone's entitled to opinion, but they've read a news report which is surmising a situation that may not even be. They're putting words into the royal family's mouth, and creating a situation that they believe is true, that may not be that may be completely inaccurate to what is really going on behind the scenes.
Right.
And then they're saying, you know, the King's got to abdicate, or that he's not going to be allowed to come. Everyone's going to be angry at him if they come. What is you're creating a situation that may not even exist. You know, behind the scenes, the royal family may be working with the police and the FBI.
Exactly.
And at the moment, again, this is the same thing. It's an ongoing investigation. What can they do until the results of an investigation? Then when the results of investigation come out, they'll deal with it. But until then, everyone's just got to carry on until whatever happens.
Yes.
But I felt like Dan and P. Diner were just creating a situation a little bit out of nothing there, and making it out to be real when it may not. If that makes sense. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. It makes 100% sense. It does. We're speculating. We don't know for
Yes,
sure.
exactly. That's the word I can think of, speculating.
Yeah, we just heard you know, what he said, but you know, that's not verified. Having that information, you know, saying that and as if it's true about the bodies and stuff, that is speculative. It's something else to see. But I don't think too that the sins of your brother should affect your ability to run the country.
Well, he technically doesn't run the country. He's just the monarch.
Right, the king.
Yeah, they you know, if it all comes out and Charles knew, then yes, he also he has to take the responsibility that he knew what was going on behind the scenes and he didn't act.
That's what they're saying?
No. This is just me. This is just me saying. So if they're doing this investigation, it turns out that this is worse, and the King Charles knew about it and didn't act appropriately at the time, then yes, he should also be held accountable, and in that case, maybe abdicate. Sure, yes, everyone should pay the price of not managing the situation well, especially if, God forbid, there has been deaths and
sunflower.
But until that happens, people are just attacking Prince William and King Charles left, right, and centre of something that may not actually be there, that they never knew. So, well, Prince William was too young. He's got no. What can he do? But you know, it is his responsibility now to sort the royal family out, and he appears to be doing so. But people are putting way too much responsibility on the shoulders of Prince William and the King than really what they should have right now, with the evidence I see. If in the future it turns out that they knew and they hid it, then yes, they should then take the responsibility.
Because he's already been ostracized.
And then they should be punished for what they did. But right now, anyway, there you go.
I agree that he should face whatever he has to face.
Yeah.
You know, yes, I agree. Huh, interesting.
Not going to help at all his illness and everything he's dealing with, So at this point, more needs to be done. Absolutely.
Yeah, I have seen this from the radical left in the US. And the thing is, they do actually have a point when it comes to Epstein's victims. That's the problem. Big press conference on the steps of the US Capitol in Washington, D.C., ahead of Pam Bondi giving evidence today. And you've seen the hard left in the US are joining up with the hard left in the United Kingdom to start trying to make people think this could be the beginning of the end of the monarchy. So do you agree with
they did
Robert
not
Dobson,
think that.
who is the journalist closest
No,
to
they
King
haven't
Charles?
said that at all. Don't be ridiculous.
Dan Wooden, they have not said that. It is not the end of the monarchy. And Andrew is not going to be the one that's going to take him down. Andrew is going to have to face his crimes and face what he did. And he may be have to go to Congress and speak. I don't know how they're going to get him there, but just some mess.
What Charles needs to do is a national live television address. He almost needs to treat this crisis in the same way that Queen Elizabeth II treated the crisis after the death of Princess Diana, where she realized that her whole reign could be under threat. So all of a sudden, changed strategy, came to London and addressed her people. It did work for Queen Elizabeth II, P. Diana. Could it work for Charles? Or is the situation just too out of hand?
What out of hand? And why would he need to speak on anything at this moment? They always want the royals to explain and complain.
I think it absolutely could work. It could help, certainly. And I remember when that happened with the Queen and Diana. Like, that was such a big error not to say anything, considering how beloved Diana was. And so, looking back and learning from
as a queen and as a grandmother.
Yes,
if Charles could speak as a king and a grandfather of two young girls who he wants to be protecting.
Yes, he needs to absolutely do that, because the monarchy it has not a strong presence here. So unless there's something said where it gains national attention and we can see the king and we can hear what he is saying and his support for, the victims, his grandchildren, etc., that will go a long way. But trying to just put out a statement, no, people are not seeing that. No one understands what the king's stance is on this. They're just hearing the left and everything that's being said about the king, and that is what gets momentum, and the king needs to step up and get control of what is being said and to take it by the reins, so to speak, and say something, because not
he
saying
doesn't
anything
need to say anything.
is causing so much damage. This is a story that is getting so big.
But what is he gonna say? My brother is a
Exactly.
pedo.
I don't know what they're I don't understand where they're coming from. Okay, so you tell us what he's supposed to say. What is it that you want him to say? If this is, again, we're going back to the same thing. If this is an ongoing case they've just said the FBI is involved, then it's an ongoing investigation. They can't say anything. So, P. Dinah, you tell us what you want King Charles to say.
Yeah.
What is it that he has to say that is going to appease you and the public?
Exactly.
What is it exactly? What is it that he's going to say? What words can he say that is going to appease you, P. Dinah, or Dan Wootton, or the public, and make it better? I can't see what he can do right now. Him and Prince William, what can he do?
I agree.
I'm standing up for my king here. They're in a difficult situation.
Right. Yeah, I agree. Let's get back to the story.
Big that he cannot overcome this with silence. Absolutely.
Exactly. And how much has so much of this been hiding in plain sight, P. Dinah? You pointed out this video after the late Queen's death.
Oh,
this is Andrew comforting.
Was Andrew is that the guy we just saw about what he said?
What you mean?
About Andrew Lawney. Is that the one we just got through watching?
Yeah.
So Sunflower doesn't like him. And why are they changing things? I like His Majesty's government. I don't like the UK government. I like they need to switch it back. They need to fix the letterhead.
Oh, Sunflower does not like Andrew Lawney.
Yeah, she does not like him.
I respect Sunflower. Sunflower's opinions, I respect her a lot.
I do too. I really, really do respect you, Sunflower, and your opinion. Oh, Maureen, you're right on time. My chair is squeaking. They may need to be still.
That's the caffeine and you're getting hysterical.
Yeah, it's like da 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 da. Hello, Maureen. Welcome. I do too. I support the king too, all the way, 100%. And it's not even really supporting him. It's just going through due process. Okay, what happened here?
Eugenie, with Beatrice by his side, and just look at the hand. Look at the hand. Now, of course, P. Dinah, it could have been a slip of the hand. Literally, could have been.
Yeah,
But
it could have.
What the fuck? What? Dan Wooden is off today. Okay.
Yeah.
Trying to say that he was touching his daughter.
That's the implication.
Oh,
yeah.
Dan is stupid. He going too low with it now. He is. Like, I really do believe that he's going too low with it.
But given what we're learning about the way that these girls were introduced to Epstein, let's just run that once more so people can have a look. But looking at the way that these girls were treated as pawns in the game with Epstein, the way that Fergie spoke about Eugenie being on that shagging weekend, it's just, it's so awful to see this, isn't it?
It really is. And to me, it says he's just so comfortable with the violation. It shows a lot more to me in terms of how willing he is to just do something like that in the open.
No, I'm sorry. I don't agree. These two are so off the mark right now. No,
She's feeding off of him.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
There's some. They got to be careful saying things like this because they can take him. They can, take him to court. They're doing a lot of implying here of nefarious nature.
Very much so.
Based on a camera, based on him running his hand down his daughter's back. You got to be careful.
Exactly, and making it to be something that it's nothing. Yeah, I agree with you.
People standing behind him, you would think that if you are a person.
What do you mean? People are looking and people are. I'm just.
The only person who said it is you too. You and Dan Wooden has put that.
That see something wrong with it and tripping and making it be more than what it is. Yes. But people around and hanging out and seeing it. Seeing what? Oh, wow.
That doesn't have like this sense of invading other people's boundaries. That is not something that you would do. You would clearly not hold on to her backside so long like that. And I even noticed when I slowed it down, there was a slight pause at the point. So Andrew, I think, has done so much that he doesn't even understand what proper boundaries are anymore because he feels so entitled to so much that he has already done. And I think that is just a little peek in the public into what his mindset is. That's my opinion about that. It's awful.
What's really interesting too, P. Dinah, is that for a long time, the mainstream media here in the United Kingdom, and I've spoken about it a lot with you, have been enthralled with King Charles and the regime at Buckingham Palace. Amanda Platel of the Daily Mail has been used as one of the main attack dogs for King Charles and his communications secretary. Is that Amanda Platel is now warning of the end, saying that the monarchy could be over unless something changes. Now, of course, P. Dinah, what she does is she drags William and Catherine into this, and I've noticed that a lot. What you're seeing at the moment from the Buckingham Palace team, and I don't like it, is not just throwing William and Catherine under the bus, but also throwing Queen Elizabeth II under the bus. It's grim. I think Charles needs to take responsibility. But let me just take you through her argument, P. Dinah, then I'll get you to respond. So Amanda Platel writes, how are the royals going to put an end to this ruination of their reputation and re-establish themselves at the heart of British life? King Charles releasing Finding Harmony, A King's Vision, a well-meaning but hand-wringing and self-congratulatory documentary about how we can all find peace in nature, is not the answer, with the greatest of respect. It won't bring solace to the millions of his subjects facing a crippling cost of living crisis. Feeling down, hug a tree. Tell that to the kids and their mums in high-rise blocks who are struggling to find the money for beans on toast in an urban hellscape without a tree in sight. Meanwhile, our reluctant king in waiting, Prince William, who understandably took time off when Kate became ill with cancer, is almost never to be seen unless it's for his worthy yet unremarkable Earthshot prize trying to save the world. He mostly seems to be whizzing around their property on his electric bike. Yes, that will be his 150-acre private home, Forest Lodge. Kate this week was out and about emoting heartrendingly about how lonely her struggle against cancer has been. She was then pictured sewing some jeans for William in a factory in Wales. Hold the front page. I mean, she's been very facetious and nasty about William and Catherine, but I did explain that would be half the course. Our aging Queen Camilla, who's barely a few points above Harry and Meghan in the popularity polls, has been visiting a primary school's new library in London's Regent Park to teach deprived kids to read good, as Ben Stiller's Zoolander character Derek said in the movie. All very worthy, but the royals just don't get it, do they? It's not the planet they should be straining every sinew to protect right now, not sewing skills or the ability of the young to read. It is the monarchy. This is a crisis, and its very survival is at stake thanks to the disgrace Andrew has visited on the family. If the royals' current underwhelming performance is anything to go by, within a decade they will become as irrelevant as the Kingdom of Lesotho, population less than 3 million. Our cherished monarchy is supposed to be the foundation of British culture, our bedrock, our proudest and most enduring institution in a troubled world full of glitz and glamour and exuding soft power. It is under strain as never before. And the last thing it needs at this moment is to turn into a bleeding heart center for hug a tree therapy.
Oh, shut up. Bloody hell. What stupid article.
Cal seems to be suggesting is that actually.
What a stupid article. It's just a nasty, stupid little article. It's just a bitchy article trying to bring down the royal family. They're giving way too much power to the royal family. The royal family don't have any power. They're just ambassadors for the country. That's what they do. They go and open shops and they do their charities. She's way too much power, and that's a stupid little bitchy article anyway. I don't like people attacking my monarchy.
No, I think they're both off today, honestly. And I think it's Dan leading.
Yeah. Actually, the causes that Charles and William and Catherine are championing at the moment just aren't the right ones. I think it's a big tough. I think William and Catherine have been doing a good job. But what I think is most interesting about this column is that it shows that things are changing so much for the Daily Mail to even suggest this. Now, I'm trying to be balanced and nuanced in all of my coverage, P. Dinah, especially as a monarchist and a royalist. I mean, this is an institution that has a huge propensity to be able to reinvent itself. I mean, just think of the abdication crisis and the fact that we had someone on the throne for such a short period of time who was actually a Nazi sympathizer. Mm-hmm. But there was a change of reign. They were exiled. And all of a sudden, you enter the Second Elizabethan era and everything was renewed. So I think there is still time, absolutely, for the royal family to renew and recharge. But does Amanda Platel have a point? Do you think
No, she doesn't. She has no point at all.
At stake?
She has no point at all. No, she has no point at all. Absolutely stupid article, pointless, and completely irrelevant. Mm-hmm. There you go.
I agree.
Absolutely. And I think what they need to also do is transition into more things around children. Now, we know Catherine is already doing that. And I think it'd be an easy transition for Catherine to continue her work with early learning and to educate girls and, boys about, things of the world. I mean, sex trafficking, human trafficking is a big subject right now. It's so scary in the world today, and that could be part of her message. So that could be something she could kind of hold on to show her support and to gain momentum and to get around this story. But I think when you
No, that's a PR move. Isn't it?
She just said she should do more around children. Well, she does.
She does.
Yeah, she should do more around children. I know she's already got this thing with children, but she should just do. Well, you're saying to her, you should do more around children when she does, and she should use that to do something else. And you're like, the poor girl, you were having a go at her for doing something that she's already doing. This girl, she can't do right for wrong right now.
Right. Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff around trafficking. Well, how do you know that the thing that she's doing is not involved in trafficking? Come on. There's a lot of surmising going on here, and there's not a lot of hard facts and being said here. There's just a lot of hot air, and I respect P. Diner and Dan Horton, but there's a lot of hot air, this article.
Yeah, I do too. I respect them both, but I agree with you. Dan Wooden has already recorded a show that he is against the abdication of King Charles. Well, he should have never said it on here that he was for it, or it could happen.
Yes, Debbie. Catherine is all things children. Exactly.
Hold on, guys, okay? Can you keep with the chat, sweetheart?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this seems to just be reading a couple of articles from the press and giving an opinion as if those articles are facts to what the royal family are thinking and feeling right now, and it's not really what they're talking about. It's not really based on actual facts at all, in my personal opinion. So we'll see. Yeah, Debbie, Andrew and Fergie's antics were very, very well known. I don't think, the illegal stuff was obviously coming out now, but yeah, they were known to be trouble for many, many years. So I do believe that the Queen and Prince Charles knew, the extent of which we don't know, but to put the blame firmly on Prince Charles right now is unfair to him, and he's not a well man either. So we'll see. Yes, they do sunflower. Sophie and Queen Camilla. Yeah, they do domestic violence charities, women's support. Yes, they do. And a lot of those women may be involved in transportation. So with all the respect to P. Diner, I respect her a lot. A lot of what she's saying here is not correct. Yeah, I agree with you, Debbie. Their soft power is underestimated while the hard power is often overestimated. I agree with you 100%. People attribute a lot to them, that they should be doing this, and they should be saying this, they should be doing all this. Well, no, it's not really within their remit to do it. They're just the public face of the country. They're not actually the ruler. He may be the king, but they don't actually rule the country. They don't actually have they can't change the laws or change systems. They don't have that type of power, but yet they have that power to do good within their charities and to be mouthpieces for charities, to help change things, but they don't rule to bring new laws in place, is what I'm trying to say.
Thank you so much.
That's all right.
Yeah, I'm. Dan Wooden is digging deep. He wants that 7,000. What is it? 700,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
Okay, let me hit the play button.
You have people such as myself and you and others who are on social media. There is so much being amplified around this work around trying to protect young people. And I think the work that the Royals are doing is good, but you have to get with the times. You have to start seeing that you need to show your alliance with what is being talked about amongst all these different platforms and showing how you align with that. Trying to just stick to what it is that you know and believe and what you want to connect yourself to is not enough. And this is the thing that will cost them, I believe, the monarchy. I mean, I'm an American. I don't know, of course, a whole lot about how that is in, the UK. But here in the States, I can feel this happening. I feel a lot of disdain for, or I see a lot of disdain for the monarchy. As a matter of fact, there was a senator, a congressman yesterday that I put on my channel that was actually saying that this could be the end of.
Oh, please let it go, P. Dinah.
No. First of all, what? Sorry, I interrupted you. You carry on. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was going to go off into one then, and I thought, just calm down. And again, I respect P. Dinah. What she just said, those couple of sentences made no sense. It didn't actually make any sense because, like what's been saying in the chat, Catherine works a lot with children's charities. The Queen is domestic violence and Sophie's domestic violence. And Sophie goes around the world about women's rights. So the charities that the royal family support are on the pulse of modern times. Prince William does a lot with homelessness. Earthshot Prize is about environment. The royal family are working with charities on the pulse of current issues that need to be dealing with. They're not dealing. She's talking about something like they're just dealing with what? Hugging trees. Like, P. Dinah, I'm sorry, but you need to actually do some research into what the royal family, what the charities they're working with, what they actually do for a living, because you've just said something that first of all made no sense, and it showed how you're the one that's not on the pulse of what's going on, because I'm sorry, it was just complete nonsense. And I do respect you, P. Dinah, if you're watching this, but you're just completely not, what you've said is just completely not true at all.
It's not true. It's not true. Debbie, what do you mean the royal family has power? Their soft power is often underestimated, while the hard power is often overestimated. Okay.
I took from that is people believe, the king, well, he's the ruler, he's the monarch. But he's not, he doesn't rule the UK. He can't decide laws or change laws or have a say over parliament. So their hard power of being a ruler and changing laws and things like that is overestimated. They can't do stuff like that. But they have power in the way that they do the charities, and they have to be the face of charities and make change happen.
Oh,
make the government see certain issues and help the government put certain rules in place, like homelessness or women's rights and children's rights and things like that. That's what I took from what she said. But
and raising money too.
Raising a lot of
money that they raise is just it's really pretty something.
Yeah.
Because Meghan them can't make that kind of money for charity.
No.
They only made what, 20 million, and that was giving them in a couple of lump sums. And I don't even think it was 20 million. It was 13 million, and then a couple of million after that, and that's it. Their charity can't make money, which is not good. They should be booming. Her charity should be off the chains.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on.
Of the monarchy.
Yes.
And when you have government officials saying this here, and you have people that are not really following like the monarchy and all the good works and all that, I mean, that is pretty loud.
And I mean, he was wheeled out on Piers Morgan. I played the clip too. What I would just say is that we always have to remember the political motivations. I mean, he is a radical, hard-left Californian Democrat, as progressive as you get, not someone who wants to support the British royal family. But I do take your point because, of course, what is the footage that is going around the world? It is this, P. Dinah. It is every single member of the royal family, apart from Catherine, going out in public and being heckled by activists. Watch. But first, quick word on something I rely on every single day. Surfshark. In a world where governments, big tech, and opportunist hackers are all vying for your data, Outspoken at checkout to get an extra 4 months of Surfshark VPN. That's
Have you pressurized the police is not investigating
Outspoken, or use the code Outspoken for an extra 4 months on us. You can click in the description box below this video too. But now, back to the show.
Charles, have you pressurized the police is not investigating Andrew?
Thank you for coming. Royal Family help the Epstein investigation. Do you have a message for Epstein's victims, Your Majesty?
But how are you coping with that?
Well, with the best will in the world, I'm not sure this is the audience that is probably the least bit interested in that. So they all came here to listen to my education solving the future.
How long have you known about Andrew and Epstein? How long have you known about Andrew and Epstein? Have you been covering up for Andrew? Charles, how long have you known about Andrew and Epstein?
And then, P. Dinah, we've got Prince William at the moment in Saudi Arabia, of course. Now, I would argue this was also an unfortunately timed visit. This was his big state visit of the year. But overnight, he was asking about women's rights during the visit with a whole load of young ladies. Now, you know, two things on this. We know women's rights are absolutely appalling in Saudi Arabia. Let's be honest about it. But of course, given the current predicament that the royal family finds itself in with Jeffrey Epstein, again, the optics of this just feel a little bit off. And it's not William's fault. He's doing his absolute best job in Saudi Arabia. And of course, the visit has been overtaken by events.
Yeah, you know, looking at this and the videos before this William footage, I just look at the not saying anything seems very harsh. It seems like you don't care. You don't want to address it.
What do you want him to say? Oh my God.
He's dying.
I'm sorry.
Like
these two are getting on my nerves. These two are just getting on my nerves. And I respect them both. They're getting on my nerves. Talking gibberish and more gibberish. Jesus wept.
Yeah.
What's he supposed to say?
He's there. Each other.
He's there working.
Connection.
Jesus, he's there working. He's doing a job. He's not going to start having a rant, cursing the country that he's in. Oh, by the way, I don't agree with the way that you treat women. What's these? He's not going to do that, is he? For God's sake, he's not going to go into somebody else's country and start cursing them for how they treat women. What does she expect him to say?
Right, exactly. I agree. Apologize and apologize for what? He didn't do shit. He didn't do anything.
With the king of
He's supposed to take the sins of his uncles on. He's there.
What's he going to do? Sit on the floor and grovel to the world? I'm so sorry for what my uncle has done.
Exactly.
And he's going to sit there and go to every country and pull every single country up on their human rights record and make them all pay for what they've done.
Yeah.
What do you expect him to do?
Never explain.
Stupid.
Yeah, that don't even make sense.
Bloody hell.
So the royal family is supposed to take Meg's lead and jump on the bandwagon of the cause du jour. My translation of P. Dinah's advice.
The cause du jour is the day, the cause of the day. So the royal family is supposed to take Meghan's lead and jump on the bandwagon of the cause of the day. My translation of P. Dinah's advice. P. Dinah, you're not doing great here today, love. We're not your
normal.
We're not agreeing with you today, P. Dinah. Yes, there are. Every single year, even the Queen was heckled, Prince Philip was heckled. They're always being heckled. It is what it is.
It's gonna happen. There's gonna be those dumbbells out there that do it.
They get heckled. The members of the Prime Minister gets heckled. Everybody gets heckled. It is what it is.
Yeah, like Debbie said, aren't there anti-monarchists at every royal appearance?
Yeah.
Agree.
Good. And it makes you not seem very caring about what has happened to these victims. And at this point,
that's some bull crap right there, P. Dinah. You didn't say, like, he doesn't care about the victims. Come on, don't be putting that kind of pressure on him to think what he's thinking and know what he's thinking, to assume that he doesn't give a shit.
Yeah,
that is so much
unfair. At this in the video,
yeah,
before this William footage, I just look at the not saying anything seems very harsh. It seems like you don't care, you don't want to address it. The optics are not good, and it makes you not seem very caring about what has happened to these victims. And at this point, you can't just keep going on and doing your everyday work. Just like what Edward said, I don't think they're here to hear this. No, well, we want to hear what you have to say before you talk about why you are here. Yes, people do want to know. And I think just going on and doing your work is good, but you got to address the elephant in the room.
What elephant?
You just have to do it. And if you don't, you look very cold. You don't look like you care. You look very calculating to what is important to you.
No,
I just don't think it's a good look at all.
No.
It makes me very angry to see that they won't say anything. I know William put out a statement, and that's good. But we need the visuals. We need to see them say something.
No, we don't need none of that.
No.
I don't need it.
Whatever they say, do is no. It's not going to be good enough.
No.
But I think like whatever they say, P. Dinah and Dan wouldn't. Whatever they say or do is not going to be good enough for you. No.
This ain't. Let's get together and talk about my uncle moment.
Yeah. I think whatever they do, you'll pick them apart. It won't be good enough. That's not good enough. No, what they said was not good enough. What they did, it's just not good enough.
Of course, Debbie.
Thing. And I don't know why that is so difficult to do. I mean, I really don't. Do you think this is helping? I don't think so.
And especially given that one of the jobs for the royal family are to speak out on major issues. I mean, over the past few hours, P. Dinah, we've seen this terrible school shooting in Canada, which is political in itself.
Oh, they're rubbing it in, ain't they?
Was carried out by a man, but a trans woman, or as the media...
Oh, is that Prince William's fault as well, then?
A person in a dress or a gun person. So there's a bit of an elephant in the room right there. But we have this new statement that's just come in from Catherine and William. We stand...
What's that got to do with anything?
Okay. Nothing.
They randomly brought up a school shooting in Canada. That's now an elephant in the room. What's that got to do with the royal family?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Our hearts are with the entire Tumbler Ridge community, and we extend our deepest condolences to the families and friends affected by this devastating loss. We are so thankful for the courage shown by the students, staff, and emergency responders who acted with selflessness in the face of such violence. Signed off personally there, P. Dinah, by W&C. And it's actually had a great reaction. You know, the replies are turned on. There's no pile on William and Catherine, but I do think there are increasing demands to hear.
Yes, it is pile on William and Catherine. They are already turning against William and Catherine. They are not going to support them when they are king and queen. Exactly. Exactly. I like that sunflower. Whether the monarchy do or said will never satisfy them. That's right, Meg Soon.
Yeah.
Does anyone know if Harry's been heckled about Uncle Andrew? Oh, I don't know. Probably not.
The same sort of message publicly from them about Epstein and that scandal.
Yeah. I mean, why is it when there's a major event or something that happens, they're quick to go out and visit the people that helped, and they're quick to, make these kind of statements and to be very public about how they support. But when something is a little too close to home, there is this, they're like scared, like they don't want to touch it because it's too big and it might backfire or something. I don't know what the reason is.
It's a scandal.
Very miscalculating it around what could happen to you, because I don't think anything bad will come from it. If anything, good, because people want to hear you say something.
No,
I mean, the Queen showed you.
I don't want to hear him talk about Andrew. Do you?
What do they not understand?
About his brother.
What do they not understand? This is an ongoing investigation. What do they not understand? Why should the Prince William and the King come out and say something? It's an ongoing investigation that they can't talk about it anyway. And secondly, what do they want again? What do they want them to say? What do they want them to say? What do you want them to? How can they make this better? It's a terrible situation. They can't make it better.
You think he needs to say something? What does he need to say? What does he need to say that would satisfy you?
Exactly, and they can't make the situation better.
No, it can't.
Doing a school shooting in Canada, comparing that to the Epstein files, is like apples and oranges.
It is. Apples and oranges.
Yeah. They're not going to make the school shooting by releasing a statement about Canada school shooting. Right. It's not going to make that go away. It's not going to make that better. releasing a statement about Epstein is not going to make it better either. Then whatever they're doing, they're not going to make it better, but they're just trying to
appease it.
Yeah, they're just trying to comfort trying to comfort the victims of the Canada shooting, but they can't do anything about the Epstein because it's an ongoing investigation.
Yeah, it just would be weird to have a statement. I just think it would be weird. I wouldn't expect them to make a statement about Andrew. What the hell would they say?
Exactly.
What she did when it came down to it, you know, getting all of the pushback around not saying anything with Diana's death. How is this any different? You know, this is
Hold on a second. Whoa, back up the train. Stop that train. Hold on 1 minute, 1 second here. I was here in the UK when it happened. It was that she died on my birthday. People do not understand that when it happened, there was 2 boys up in Scotland who were dealing with the shock of their mother passing. And the first responsibility that that royal family had was to look after them boys.
Right.
Okay. Who were in such shock, and the press and the carnage over what had happened.
Right.
My personal opinion, and whether you can all have your own opinions, my personal opinion, they did the right thing. They put those boys first. They closed the doors, they shut the windows, and those boys came first. And the royal family, they stopped being the royal family, and they looked after those boys as a family, as a grandmother. She was a grandmother. Prince Charles was a father, and those boys had to come first, despite anything else. The carnage that was going on around the house and it was going on around the world at that moment in time was insignificant, because them 2 boys needed the care of their family. And once those boys were looked after, the royal family came out and they made a statement and they addressed the situation. But my personal opinion, them boys came first and they treated them boys first. Once those boys were taken care of, they then came out and addressed the public, and they then came down to London a couple of days later on and took care of the situation. But those boys' welfare, health and welfare came first priority above the country and above everybody else. So I'm sorry, I'm not going to have in this crap that they should have addressed the public and they should have done all this, they should have done that. As far as I'm concerned, they did the right thing, and that was them boys came first.
Exactly.
There was no lessons learned. There was no lessons. There was a lot of criticism for sure, but there's no lessons to be learned because they did the right thing as a family, and then boys were first.
Yeah.
There we go.
I like that.
Happen to you, because I don't think anything bad will come from it. If anything, good, because people want to hear you say something. I mean, the Queen showed you what she did when it came down to it, you know, getting all of the pushback around not saying anything with Diana's death. How is this any different? You know, this is a much more even global situation. I think even bigger. So you
she's off today.
Yeah.
Really have to step up and address it.
Real critical.
Because of the magnitude of this story has been going on for years. And I know that there's going to be more coming out. The royals, the monarchy knows there's more. And even knowing that, they still choose to say nothing.
And that's
so more.
Then your good work, William, is being overshadowed because of this.
No,
now,
it's not. I don't believe that. I believe his work is being done. I just found out he was there, and I think it's wonderful. It's not being overshadowed. It's doing what it needs to do. His visit.
Yeah.
But his uncle did something very, very bad, and that's going to be talked about for years to come.
Yeah.
The Daily Mail has done some pretty deep reporting about the night William and Charles, in their words, tore down the House of York. Now, again, what's interesting about this, P. Diner, is I think it's clearly been briefed by Buckingham Palace. The idea is to show that the king...
I don't think we have that much more. Anyone noticed that since Cray Cray has gotten back with Sunshine Sacks, the sewer squad are coming at the Mexican community again? Have you heard that, Demon Dictator?
What was that, sorry? I've gotten back at Sunshine Sacks. Yeah, they're irrelevant right now, Harry and Meghan. They're just irrelevant. No one cares right now. There's bigger problems with Andrew and all this than Harry and Meghan. They're just irrelevant right now.
I know they are. And I don't know if she noticed that her shine is leaving. Not that she ever had a shine. I can't even call it a shine.
She never had that.
Huh? What you gonna get, honey? I could do a sandwich. I took out some meat to cook.
Okay. For tonight or for that?
I can cook for tonight. Sorry.
That's okay. I didn't know if you wanted me to grab you some.
Yeah, where you going?
You said you want a sandwich. You want to go up there and show some mugs?
You gonna go now? Give me about 15 minutes.
Okay. I just thought about that.
Okay, give me 10 minutes.
Okay.
They are part of the movement to abolish the monarchy completely, which makes no sense. It doesn't. I love the monarchy. The only reason they have a platform is because the monarchy. Clicks today, no content next year.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting, Sunflower. It's misdirected anger. I've lashed out myself numerous comments. Spineless Harry went to Aruba, Arabic countries, and wasn't criticized. Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh, Shanua says Dan Wootton has never liked William. Is that true?
He just does whatever's in the press that day. He likes and dislikes whoever's in the press. He likes and dislikes whoever will give him the best clicks, you know?
Okay. These boys were protected to allow them to grieve in private. That was the right thing to do. It sure was. Thank you for explaining that, Demon Dictator, too, because a lot of us don't know that. Harry and Meghan will be furious that Andrew is still in the spotlight. I do believe that, Maureen. I do believe that she's going to get jealous of the royal family getting attention, even though it's not the best attention, but it's attention.
King was really getting tough on his brother. And they report the end when it came was fittingly undignified. Andrew Mountbatten hadn't even finished packing when he was plucked from Royal Lodge and dispatched by car to the depths of Norfolk under the cover of darkness on Monday night. The final straw, according to royal sources, was the sight of the recalcitrant former prince trotting around the Windsor estate, literally on his high horse, regally waving his hand at the public as if nothing had changed.
He shouldn't have been doing that. That was a shame.
Yeah, it was.
Now I'm with you, Dan Wood. Now you back on track.
He was still the grand old Duke of York. But the ultimate decision to extract him and send him into exile, I have been told, was taken on Sunday evening following an urgent discussion between the King and the Prince of Wales, who were both at Sandringham last weekend. Given the latest swath of
whoa, he is tone deaf, isn't he? Like, look at this. Privileged. Yeah. I'm still living my best life. Nothing's happening to me. And a man didn't commit suicide. They unalived him. Once somebody's in jail and Congress is not having a good days. Hello, Cassandra.
vile revelations about his twisted relationship with Epstein, it is hardly surprising they found Andrew's arrogance too much to bear, waving at the public, harkened back to his royal days when he was used to adulation and respect, says an insider who has spoken exclusively to the Daily Mail. Andrew is having difficulty acknowledging reality, and it was increasingly causing concern at the palace, both as a sign of his mental state and because it wouldn't play well with the public witnessing him still enjoying the trappings of royalty. In a little over a few days' time, Andrew will turn 66. But given the torrid events of the past week, it is hard to imagine he will be celebrating his birthday in any style. According to the Daily Mail source, he is now more fixated on how he will be remembered when it's time to shuffle off this mortal coil. An odd footnote to this sorry affair, and one which mere commoners may struggle to relate, is that he is said to be fretting about what arrangements will be put in place when the time comes for his funeral. It is customary for members of the royal family to plan their own ahead of time. He envisaged a grand affair in St. George's Chapel in Windsor, televised to a grieving nation. But his plans have been put in the shredder, says the source. For the time being, then, Andrew is alone in Norfolk, surrounded by lonely farmland. The nearest shop is the Co-op 3 miles away in the village of Dershingham. The nearest Pizza Express, should he need one, is a 20-minute drive to King's Lynn. His only company will be a handful of royal staff in the memory of his late father, who spent his final days there. How Philip must be turning in his grave at the battering his son has delivered to the institution he himself faithfully served alongside the late Queen for so many glorious years. P. Dinah, I mean, it's quite a thought, isn't it? Firstly, I guess interesting that Charles is trying to toughen up, whereas actually we all knew that the guy should have been out of Royal Lodge months and months and months ago. So let me say that first. But secondly, P. Dinah, I mean, the thought of a public funeral for Andrew, it's going to be a tiny funeral, isn't it? Which is all quite extraordinary. And who goes? And look, it's morbid discussing something like this, but of course, when it comes to the royal family, you do discuss things like this. Funeral plans are discussed and are regularly updated. And it's just impossible to imagine that even many members of the family would want to be there. It's impossible to imagine at the moment that William would want to be there.
I say don't even have a funeral. Just put your body in the ground, and that's the end. Because at this point, I don't think anybody is going to show up.
I mean, that's true. He can't have like a royal funeral, can he?
No, I don't think they would. It would be inappropriate.
So how do you think they would handle it?
It'd just be a private thing.
Okay.
They've got churches and things within their grounds. They would just probably have a private funeral within the grounds, and that'd be it.
Okay. That makes sense. So you heard it here. Demon Dictator said, won't be a royal funeral.
No, I think it'd be
would
private.
want to show up to this man's funeral. Make it easy. Don't do anything. I mean, come on. This man is delusional if he thinks that he's going to get any kind of somber people like upset or crying over, the loss of Andrew. I mean, I think at this point, this man just needs to cut his losses and just be done with life. Just go live on your little land and just call it a wrap. It's a wrap for you, because how can you get out of this? You can't. And the only thing that I think
is that what he's doing.
What are we actually talking about right now? What are we actually talking about at this point? We're talking about his funeral. Are you that short of something to say? Like we're now talking about Andrew's funeral.
About Andrew's funeral. But now she's talking about he just needs to go away. He is away.
He is away. They took him out under the darkness up to wherever he is, Sandringham. There you go. He's doing what you've asked him to do.
Took him away. So where else is he supposed to go now?
He was making a fool of himself, and they made the decision to take him out of the public eye and hide him somewhere.
He made a fool out of himself on that horse.
What P. Dinah and Dan would have just been cursing the royal family for not doing stuff. They did do it. He was making a fool of himself. They took him out under the darkness to stop him from making a further fool of himself. Where 10 minutes ago they were criticizing the royal family for not acting when they clearly are.
Oh. So Sunflower said that Dan Wooden got taken off the Royal Rota. I didn't know he was in there.
Yeah, and Tom Sykes, yeah, they were.
Okay.
They were banished.
This is damaging right here. This hurts.
It's nasty, nasty, nasty.
It's bad, bad, bad.
Is to acknowledge your wrongdoings. We have the photos. You need to explain yourself. You need to try to show support, some kind of support. I don't know, for these victims, some girls. I mean, human.
Uh-oh. Sorry.
And trafficking, like I said, is a huge thing right now. Like there's so much he could do. But see, the problem with Andrew, he doesn't want to do the right thing because it's too painful. You know, and like I always say, usually the right thing.
What? He should come out and explain what he did and show support for victims.
Who should do that?
What, he's going to come out and admit that I did? She's talking about Andrew. Andrew should come out and explain what he did and show support for victims.
No, he's denying it. He's denying it.
Yeah, well, he's going to come and publicly admit that he did these things, and I'm now going to show support for the people that I abused. Oh, come on.
That's a weird.
This is bad. He's going out.
Yeah.
You two are off
She's
today.
digging. Yeah.
Do it is not going to be easy. It's going to be painful to do. And I think at this point, this man needs to do what is painful for him, obviously, and to try to show how he screwed up. He made mistakes. People, I think a lot of times are willing to forgive, but when you show your arrogance and you sit on your high horse waving at people and not saying anything and just showing that you've done nothing or saying that you've done nothing when the lies are clearly seen, you just look like a hypocrite. You just look like somebody that doesn't want to recognize their wrongdoing.
You shouldn't have been on that horse.
And people just don't jive with that. People just do not care for people that don't even want to admit their wrongdoing. So you will never win with that attitude. Say something, wake up, but don't think you're going to just go on and live a decent life or get some, people coming to your funeral or have a grand funeral. At this point, you need to actually do something to support and help yourself with what has already been done, what you have done. And I think not doing anything is once again, the wrong thing for him to do. He needs to do something.
Indeed he does. Now, things are not good either in Montecito, where Meghan Markle has just found herself the butt of the Real Housewives joke. And this is going viral. At the same time, $1 million book offer, which could also bring real horror to Meghan Markle's reputation. We're going to get into it all in the Royal Uncancelled After Show, which continues over on Substack. You can sign up at www.outspoken.live to join in, and our paid monthly and annual subscribers get first access to the after show every single weekday with no advertising whatsoever.
Thank you, Dan Wooden. We appreciate you.
Oh,
for the after
we've
show.
had an emotional day.
Yes, we have been on a roller coaster ride. Woo. Yes, we had. Well, guys, I want to thank Demon Dictator, my co-host for today and tomorrow, hanging out with us. To be continued with what's going on with Andrew. We may move on from Andrew tomorrow. We may creep up and find out what Meghan Markle is doing, next. And I'm going to order me some not jam, but some bread for my jam. And I'm going to try it one more time and see what happens. But she needs to stop trying to sell it because it's disgusting.
No, she's trying. Not the girl for trying.
I do pray that no member of P. Dinah's family is never in a bad situation, but I wonder what she will do if this happens against a member of her family. Will she speak out publicly against them? Good question. That is a really good question.
Yeah, I don't know what she's expecting. The royal family got to say this, and Andrew's got to say this and do this, and the royal family got to say and do this and do this. I don't think she understands the severity of the situation. I really don't think she's got a grip on it, to be honest. Sorry, P. Dinah, but I don't think you got a grip on or an understanding of how serious this situation is.
Yeah. And coming out, having a party about it don't sound like the best idea. And having a sit and let's talk about it moment. No. All right, guys. Love you. Love you, Demon. I'm going to go get me a sandwich with hubby.
Have a nice time.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining me again. Thank you, Sunflower, Cassandra, Payne. Thank you, Marine, Meg Soon. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Cassandra. Who else? Bye, Cece. Anyone else? Gonna say bye? I know Sunflower did. Bye, Lady Spice. Good to see you.